Hey, what's up, guys? Hopefully you can hear me alright. I don't have the headphones in, and got the fan kind of high a little bit, I think. But today, I thought I would test out some Warlock stuff. He's only rank 4, but there's some pretty unique synergies that I feel like he probably doesn't even really necessarily, from what I've seen, he doesn't even necessarily need this Captain America Vision one. So you could really, honestly, if it was up to me, like, and I was just trying to win like a really hard quest, I'd probably take these two out. I know they're really good, but I personally would rather use. I would bring in Cable for one, because he has a synergy with Warlock that makes his regen happen 10% more, and I swear to God, it happens a lot more than that, but. Anyway, but mostly to bring in Domino with Cable, and they all just work really well together. But, I mean, these two right here make it where if the opponent does get a special, which it's extremely unlikely, but let's say they have a power gain for like 300%, and maybe they actually get a special against Warlock, they'll just drain all their remaining power, any other power that they have. So we'll see what happens though here. This is obviously biohazard right here, and enhanced armor up, so it's going to be kind of annoying, but not really. Warlock has a synergy with, I believe it's with, wait a minute, let me take a look for a second. I might not have brought the right synergy. AI did, never mind. Okay, so with robots with vision in this case, whenever he would receive a debuff he's immune to, he gains a fury buff, increasing attack by 60% for 6 seconds. I'm assuming this doesn't stack, because if it does, yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't stack, which Kabam, as usual, doesn't specify anything, right? So here we go. I thought I'd leave the mic on this time for a little bit. You know, maybe I can get one for poison and one for bleed. That would be interesting. Nah, it looks like it's poison, bleed. If there's like 4 different debuffs, he's still gonna get the 1 fury. Alright, this is what I love about him right here. Check this out. His power control is insane. You could probably just keep them around no power the entire fight if you wanted to. I don't have Petrify on right now, but I do have Tech Collar on, just in case anyone's wondering. So if you had Petrify on, I'm sure you could just parry 3 hit or parry 2 hit, whatever, however long the stun is, and they'll never get power, man, the entire fight. In this case, I wanted to show a little bit of that, but I also want to show and actually want to see what his L2 is capable of. It seems to do a shit ton of damage. I don't know if it's based on infections, but if it is, yeah, that was a lot of damage, man, for rank 4, dude. You can see what his normal hits do. Some of these crits are pretty nasty, though, but, you know, that's expected, right? So it looks like if, basically, if you don't care about power control, you just spam the L2, I think. But you definitely want to be aggressive to keep the charges on them, the whatever they're called, charges. Those yellow charges you see in the corner. Basically, I'm getting a lot of them as well because of Cable. So if you're not using Cable, you're probably not going to get quite as many of them. One thing now I'm going to show, I wanted to take some damage there so I can see the regeneration in the next fight. I believe his regeneration is solely, I might as well show his abilities, right? Just like a quick run over. He's immune to bleed, poison, cold snap, and frostbite. He has a permanent armor up. While it's up, special Scampy critical, which is probably a good defense against like Domino if you try to use Domino against him, which, you know, who knows with her lucky ability, right? Let's see, anything else here that's interesting. Minus 30% offensive ability accuracy. That might be something to deal with Domino. I believe she has some kind of ability accuracy at random, which is around 30%. I'm not sure though, I can't say for sure. When the opponent would gain health while infected, they drain 5% of their current power over 0.5 seconds. Interesting. I didn't notice it in this fight. We'll pay attention, in the last fight, but I was practicing against Winter Soldier, and I noticed he was losing losing power without even me doing the L1. He was just constantly losing. It was a remedial amount, but it was still some. I don't know if this has something to do with it, but he wasn't healing either, so I don't know what the deal was with that. Okay, so I didn't know this, but parries, I guess, give him more charges, so you could sit there and parry a lot. I already knew about the bleed and all that, so alright, let me see. The L3 inflicts a passive power burn on the opponent, draining 100% of their current power over a certain amount of seconds, and then dealing damage. So it's like Red Skulls. But then he regenerates around 500 health for each infection. It seemed like a lot more than that when I was facing Winter Soldier. I don't know if the recovery mastery is skewing that or whatever the deal is, but so let's see how much health he has. He has 11,600 health. He's only supposed to recover 460 something. It's like 500 health, right? For each charge. So let's say most of the time you have about 2 of them on you. So let's see how much he regenerates. I swear he was getting at least 10 to 15% of his health every time I throw a L3. Let's find out right now though. Should be interesting to see. Alright. Is he losing any power at all? It doesn't look like it. He's not regenerating, but neither was Winter Soldier. Oop, where'd your power go, bro? You lose that shit? Alright, yeah, I'm not seeing his power draining at all. I wonder why it was draining against Winter Soldier. I don't know what... I'm pretty sure the only synergy I was using at the time was something with Mr. Sinister to give him power gain rate or some crap like that. And I think I had Namor in there, but that shouldn't affect anything as far as I know. Okay, there he is. Now he's losing some damn power. I don't like how it takes a while to do it, but I guess they couldn't make it instantaneous like Red Skull. I mean, it's already OP on Red Skull. But that's because his damage is ass chips. Alright, we didn't look this time, and we also took some damage here, like a moron. But, you can see that taking away all his power is kind of detrimental in a way, because you want to keep baiting specials, right? Alright, let's see how much he gains here. I didn't catch the charges. There's a lot to look at. But let's see how much he gains. So he's at 29%. I might not be able to see it here. I'll be focusing. 29. What does he have? What does he have now? I can't even read that. 38. So it's like almost 10%. And I'm pretty sure I probably had 2 charges. I've seen he can get to like 3. If you're like really on their ass. You know what? This guy's armor is kind of pissing me off a little bit, so I care about breaking it more than the regen right now. Wow, I love that. He gained like no power there because of the magic. The magic synergy. He gained 70% less power, but for some reason there he gained absolutely none. That's fantastic, man. This guy's pretty good at power controlling. He's not the greatest, but you can see, man, where the potential is here. One scary thing would be if they if you have them near 3 bars of power, if they're about to have a L3 and you throw your L3, they still have a really good chance to pop an L2 off before you can evade it or get away. That's one thing that's kind of sucks. You see how slow the drain is, right? It looks like it's slower for the lower their power is. So the lower their power is, the slower the power drain is. But this one seems to go no matter what. So the L1 actually may be better for it. Plus it adds a shock. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the L3 is if you need some regen. And the L1 would be more, in my opinion, for power draining. And possibly damage. Because you can obviously pop 3 of them off before you can get an L3, right? I like this little shock damage just ticking away at him. Feels pretty good. Where'd your power go, bruh? You keep losing your power, bruh. What happened, fam? Would you like a bleed too? I love the way this looks. That's why I had to throw one more there. I like the way it looks. Of course, that was a gazillion hits, right? I'm pretty sure that guy had, like, I don't know. He had a massive armor, though, I'm pretty sure. I suppose if you really thought about it in the beginning of that fight, you probably want to just keep on using your L3, or sorry, your L2. If you didn't care about just baiting specials, probably just use your L2 to get the most damage. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to show Warlock a little bit. I will, when I take him up to rank 5, I probably won't make another video unless I find something extremely interesting, or if you guys want me to, I can make one. That's cool. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. That'd be cool. And like and all that. Later, bros and girls.